Larry Covert here again with ASAE, teeing you up for our 10:30 session with MapleLMS. We have Matt and Avon here to walk us through that product. Looking forward to a great demonstration. So you guys take it away and we'll see you at the end. Thank you.
Thanks, Larry, and welcome everyone. My name is Matt. I'm a relationship director at MapleLMS, and today me and my colleague Avon will be presenting the MapleLMS platform. We encourage you to use the chat feature. If you have any questions, we'll either address them in the chat or live at the end of this presentation. Want to give a warm thank you to ASAE for inviting us to join the LMS Demo Days, and MapleLMS is delighted to be an alliance partner with ASAE. We're so proud of our feature-rich platform and the many ASAE clients we have gained over the years. During our demo, we want to maximize the time in our platform, and I'm going to just provide a brief introduction to MapleLMS. MapleLMS is a SaaS-based learning experience and certification assessment platform. MapleLMS is a highly secure, cloud-based, white-labeled LMS. And we are ISO 9001 and 27001 certified and SOC 2 Type 2 compliant, which means we protect your data and privacy. We're also a winner of the top 20 LMSs as recognized by Talented Learning, and also ranked top LMS for healthcare by Software World. We also offer DRM to protect your learning content from being duplicated. MapleLMS will scale to fit in different sizes of professional organizations, ranging from nonprofits to member benefit associations, trade associations, and so much more. MapleLMS can be accessed on any web browser and any device. MapleLMS is driven by AI-powered technology to promote continuing education learning paths and recommend courses to your members. It supports continuing education through course content and can issue education credits, badges, certificates, and certifications. It's highly customizable and configurable to an association's needs and use cases. And we also feature offline iOS and Android apps available for offline learning. It's completely accessible to all learners, and it can provide a significant amount of non-dues revenues through our e-commerce and microsite features. So let's move ahead. Today, we're going to present MapleLMS's learner journey, administrative functions, and how you can use our powerful interactive content building tools to provide an engaging experience for your members. MapleLMS will help you to save costs and time for staff and enhance the member experience. We're also going to show you the power of integration. We're a preferred partner with Salesforce CRM and Fontiva AMS, and we're also listed on the Salesforce App Exchange. MapleLMS has open APIs that can be integrated with any system of records, such as a CRM or any AMS. We have a few integrations which are listed on this slide, creating a unified experience for your users, and it will reduce redundancies and errors, as well as provide powerful reporting synchronization capabilities back into your system of records. The two-way integration will feature single sign-on capabilities and the ability to view such items as learner transcripts, certifications, or progress reports directly in your membership portal. You also have the flexibility of using your storefront within your membership portal to sell your courses, or you can use MapleLMS inbuilt e-commerce features. We also offer great certification and assessment tools that feature a question bank, face match authentication, a lockdown browser, and AI proctoring tools for high-stakes exams like certifications. So now it's my pleasure to introduce Avon, who's going to switch to the demo and walk you through our powerful platform.
Yes, and thank you so much, Matt. Let me go ahead and share my screen again and dive right into the demo. Now, we have quite a few things to go over the demo, but my goal really here is to showcase some of the core solutions that we provide to the association world. And starting with integration capability with your AMS systems. Now, AMS systems, there are a variety of AMS systems, and MapleLMS supports integration with quite a few association management systems, as well as third-party applications. But before we really look at that integration, the goal behind that integration is there are really two main components to your integration. Number one is to provide a seamless access to your end users. So that would be your members and non-members. So they should have easy access to learning. And that happens through a single sign-on. So that's one component. Second component of the integration is really to bring back the learning data of your members and non-members from the LMS to your association management system. So when you're looking at data, you have one resource to track all your data. That could be your AMS, and get a 360 view of many things. So your member dues, their trainings, their learning, and pretty much everything around that. So with that, first, let me just showcase an example over here. And right now I'm logged into this portal. This is actually this is an AMS, and this is a member portal. And the AMS we're using right now is Fontiva. So as a member or a non-member, as a user, I'll come to the storefront of your member portal. I can buy a product from your member portal. And these products, if these are educational offerings, then you're really selling your products to your AMS through your AMS, and the products are really residing into the LMS. With the integration, the e-commerce also comes into play. So when you have a product out there to sell, say a certification program, you'd probably have that certification program created in the LMS, and it just links to the product that you have on storefront. So that's what really happens with the integration. And then as we move on, let's say this user makes a purchase and makes a purchase, a transaction of $1,500 on your AMS to buy this certification program. What will happen from here is this user will be automatically enrolled into the certification program. And if needed, after the checkout, like after the transaction, the user can be automatically redirected to that particular program or that course, which resides in the LMS. And that will happen through single sign-on. So users won't need additional credentials to go into the LMS. But before we go to that, you also have an option to go into your profile. So in the profile, you can have sections such as badges or my learning or my purchases. And if I have any active purchases, say courses or subscriptions, I'll have an option to access those items right from here. And that would lead me into the LMS. So if I click on access now, that's where a single sign-on comes in, takes this user straight to the LMS site. What if it was, say, specifically a product, a certification course? Then I would go to that particular course in the LMS. And then if it's just a subscription, then I'll come to the LMS where I can browse through multiple catalogs, access the courses that I have, and most importantly, enroll into any other courses or trainings that are available. So that being the first part of seamless access, that's how single sign-on works. You don't need additional credentials to go into the LMS. If you're logged into your member portal, you can access the LMS anytime. And from here, let's go to the second component of our integration, which is really about the two-way data synchronization. So now I'm into this admin portal of Fontiva. And what I have here is a contact record. So it could be a member record, a non-member record. But then on them, I have some data about this user. So these would be list of courses that this user is taking, progress, completion, status, creation dates, enrollment date, and also write back completion date. But along with that, you also have a track of certificates and all the credits earned by this user. So that all goes back to your AMS system, and this data is really coming in from the LMS to your AMS with this integration. Now, on top of that, many AMS systems will allow you to build different types of reports and dashboards within your environment. For example, a dashboard to track all your user enrollments, dashboard to track your credits. So these would be credits that were issued from different courses, technically credit values, and then we can track course completion status as well. But that's just an example. There are many more reports, different types of dashboards that you can build in your AMS, depending on what functionality your AMS allows. And that would basically conclude the integration. That's really the two main components of the integration: a single sign-on, e-commerce purchase, and then two-way data synchronization. Here, I'll move on to some different examples. And right now I'm logged in into one of our demo sites. This would be a learner account. And the first thing I want to introduce about this dashboard is the customization capability. That's also a core need for many associations. So we offer a white labeled LMS system. And as an admin, you can self-control the look and feel of the site, whether it be colors on the top bar, colors on the sidebar, logos, or even these widgets and blocks that appear on the dashboard. So you have ways to customize this, and you have ways to either rearrange the position of these widgets, enable, disable a widget, or simply delete a widget from the view. And now for the learner, the learners can also have options to select a language of their preference. And this might not be applicable for all associations, but there are some associations who offer education and LMS in different languages. So this could be a solution for you. If you need multiple languages, MapleLMS will support about 20 plus languages that can be incorporated. On top of that, all your users can easily keep track of upcoming events, whether it's an in-person training session or a virtual training session or a webinar. And the LMS will also send out notifications time to time whenever this event is coming close. And in the center, I have a view of all my courses. So these are courses that I'm currently enrolled into, my progress within each course, the number of activities that I've completed, in progress, and not started. But on top of that, some associations also have a heavy need of accessibility tools. So we have this accessibility tool integrated, well, implemented into your system. And it basically allows your users to maybe change the font size, increase or decrease the font size, or maybe change the contrast on the screen to a darker or maybe a lighter contrast. There are a few more tools in terms of accessibility, such as text to speech or even closed captioning. And caption files can be added along with the videos. Now, from here, I'm going to demonstrate few examples of different types of learning offerings that you can create. And MapleLMS really allows you to create a variety of different learning offerings. So it could be self-paced online courses with a few gamification modules enabled, containing video lessons, score packages, PDFs, quizzes, feedback surveys, also containing certificate of completions and option to claim any credit types that you offer. We'll come back to some of these learning activities, but before we go to that, let's look at a few more examples. So here's an example of a package. And this is a format that we support to allow you to build different types of bundles and packages for your courses. So you can actually sell an entire package. Package can contain multiple courses. For example, I have 5 courses in this package, and technically it's a learning path. Now, some organizations may not offer self-paced online courses, but mainly webinars. So you can actually create courses in MapleLMS uh, and basically include webinars within those courses. So your course really is a standalone webinar. We can pass information about this event. We can include activities to join this webinar. And this really happens with an integration between your web conferencing platform and MapleLMS, which is an inclusive integration we have. And then followed by a simple post-webinar feedback survey. Here's another example. Now, this would be an example of a course which is built out for an in-person event. So this event is an in-person event, and registered for this event, I can also mark my attendance, look at the booking options and the locations, and then maybe fill out a post-event survey or perform any other activities after the live training has been concluded. With that, I'll just go back to this course again and show you one example of content capabilities. Now, I mentioned about SCORM packages, videos, audio files. multimedia. That's all pretty standard. But you have built-in content authoring tools that will allow you to create interactive learning content. When I say interactive learning content, it could be a video or a presentation. And for instance, when you have a video, we can layer different interactions on top of that video at different timestamps. So as I'm watching the video pauses, a question appears on my screen, and then I can respond to this question and get a feedback on right and wrong answer choices. Also, if I go with the wrong answer choice, it can send me back into the video. So I watch that section again, come back to this interaction, and hopefully go with the right answer choice. And then quickly coming to certificate of completion. MapleLMS supports customized certificates, so you have ways to add your own certificate designs. And most importantly, the certificate module in MapleLMS supports HTML, so there's a lot of flexibility in terms of designing. So backgrounds, maybe QR codes, badges, name of the participant, name of the course, the date when the certificate was issued, any signatures, and maybe the credit value or a credit type, and date of expiration can be printed as well. Now with that, I'm going to redirect to this section over here, which is really about the user profile. And this is where your end users can keep a track of their achievement. So they have this profile section and this achievement tab. And this is where I can see a list of all the badges that I've earned, a list of all the certificates that I've earned, and also the dates next to that certificate. So if a certificate is expired, it will indicate right over here and show me the expiration date. Similarly, if I have claimed any credits, I track all my credits over here. And there are multiple ways to earn credit. You can manually claim a credit in MapleLMS after completing a course, or you can automatically receive a credit value after completing a course. But the goal here is to give your users a space where they can actually look at their own progress, look at their achievements, download their information and transcripts. And with that, I'm going to redirect to an admin account, walk you through some of the core solutions we have from an admin's perspective. And the first thing that I wanted to highlight over here is the multi-tenancy capabilities that we support. So MapleLMS works on a multi-tenancy architecture and comes with a really exclusive feature known as microsite. And these microsites technically allow you to create multiple learning portals, branded learning portals within your LMS. For example, here I have a portal for ASAE. It has been branded slightly, so you have ways to create separate portals for separate audiences and provide them different experiences, such as specific courses for that audience, or specific types of trainings for that audience. And then there could be some limited permission managers on this particular microsite, so they can control the site. With that, I'm going to redirect to some reporting capabilities, which some of the most important reporting capabilities, starting with a report around your live classes and your webinars. And in this case, I'm showing an example of a Zoom aggregate report. We have similar reports for Teams and other applications. But just in this report, you have data around participants. So the name of participant, their email, the name of the training that they took, or the webinar, and the course where you had this training or the webinar scheduled. But along with that, we also have a track of engagement of this user, so their attendance status and their attendance time, as well as their joining time, leaving time, the overall duration they spent on this session. So that all can be easily tracked through this report. You have different filters available, so we can filter this data by date range and look at the data either for a specific class, specific course, or say a specific time range. And moving on from there, here's your analytics dashboard. This is a real-time reports dashboard. This dashboard will allow you to track quite a few things, including your active courses and course progress as well. So we can select a course, look at the data. If needed, we can export this data. And you also have options to create custom reports. Speaking of reporting, there's also one important report over here which is a credit report. So this report is really for LMS admins and managers, and this report will give you a list of users who have earned a particular credit type, along with the credit value, the date and time when the credit was earned, and if it was issued or expired or automatically awarded. And then you have filters to look at the data in different ways. So we can filter by courses, look at the users who earned a credit. We can filter by date range, or we can filter by a credit type as well. And now here's our latest addition to the reporting capabilities. This is known as a financial report or a transaction report. And this instance is really integrated with Stripe, and Stripe being one of the most common payment processors. So we have this report enabled now. And this report really gives you insights on the transactions that are happening through the LMS. This report will come into play when you're using e-commerce capabilities of MapleLMS, and there are a lot of capabilities. So creating discount codes, or even creating individual purchases or bulk purchases or a key-based purchase, a variety of options available. But then on this report, you'll be able to track all the amount, the actual amount, as well as the amount you have received, list of users, the courses that they purchased, their email, and transaction ID, the amount that they paid, quantity that was purchased, and the transaction date as well. And you clearly have options to export, but that brings me to the last part of my presentation, which is about notifications. And we have these email templates pre-configured in the LMS. Email notifications are fairly important for any organization. So there are reminders that go out. There are messages that go out automatically. And as an admin, you can control these notifications, so you can enable or disable a particular notification. You also have tools to customize a notification and send your own message. So here I can customize the message that goes out through this notification, and maybe change the frequency of a recurring notification as well. So with those tools, I think it's also important to talk a little bit about our support and training and the implementation process, and a lot involved. So I'm just going to redirect to Matt about that. And give me 1 second.
Yeah, thanks, Avon. I do want to just briefly talk about support and training at MapleLMS. I think it's something that really sets MapleLMS apart. We do offer 24/7 technical support. Also, we offer unlimited virtual training for all your administrators and content creators. So we typically record this training and upload it into your LMS, so you always have that for future on-demand learning. But we're also happy to schedule any additional training if you need to perhaps onboard someone new on your association staff. Also, all upgrades to the system are included, and we offer unlimited secure cloud-based storage. So just want to turn to any questions that may have been unanswered, and we're happy to answer those live. So Matt had asked, can you tell me about event management capabilities? So MapleLMS will support integration with event management tools. So your web conferencing platform of your choice. So we have out-of-the-box integrations with Zoom, Teams, and many other web conferencing platforms that you can run live virtual or instructor-led training. We also have the ability to track any of your in-person training. So many of our clients may direct any attendees at an in-person conference to claim their credits and or certificates for attending an in-person event. You can also use that to offer any resources that you'd like to offer in advance of the live in-person event, or perhaps after, including any conference recording sessions. Evan, you see any others that?
Not really, Matt. And I just wanted to comment. Well, there's a question from John and Dan. So, do you support WebEx meetings, virtual sessions? Yes. Dan, we do support integration with quite a few applications. WebEx is one of that. And we haven't really looked at the core capabilities of that integration in this demo today. There's a lot that is available with web conferencing integration, such as automatically recording those sessions and bringing the videos back into the course. That's an automatic process, and a lot available. So yeah, we're happy to show you that, but technically it's all available in our system. And then John has a question: do you support LTI? We fully support LTI. You can basically create a course, generate an LTI link and the keys, and pass that to a third party, say organization or a company who wants to use that content. So LTI would be well supported. And similarly, if you want to bring a course from an external source into your LMS or MapleLMS instance, it would be supported that way as well.
Alice
And
also asks, do you offer an email log so you can see when emails are being sent? So there is a full log, so
we do.
you'll be able to access those at any time.
Leslie has a question: can learners add external course certificates or records to your system? Yes, they can. There are a variety of ways. So sometimes it's just about uploading a few files. Certificates would be pretty easy to upload. User can add that straight to their profile as an evidence of prior learning. And maybe if you want them to include some more information, such as a link to that course, what they took, things like that, that all can be incorporated. And yeah, so that would be well supported under that's basically under user profile. So if you're a user, you can do all of that, upload files within your profile and add that to your portfolio. You can ask, can you talk more about viewing on a mobile phone? So MapleLMS is fully mobile responsive. It works on any mobile device and web browser. And also we do support, we offer offline mobile apps, branded iOS and Android mobile apps that come with support of offline learning as well. So that's an add-on. But apart from that, the website, the web LMS, is fully mobile responsive. Matt, is there a question that we haven't answered? I think Ashley asked for
Yeah,
CEs.
for
Are you able to
CEs, are
provide?
you able to provide reporting based on a certification date range? So yeah, that's a common filter. You can always filter your reports based on a date range.
Okay, and Susan has a question about several types of certificates depending on type of course meeting. For a large meeting, you do have ways to offer multiple certificates and multiple credit types out of a single course. And maybe you may not want to show all those certificates to all users, but say if different users of different profiles are coming into a course to take some kind of a training, and you want them to achieve different type of certificates depending on their profile or depending on some kind of an identifier. So you can actually have multiple certificates in a course. These certificates can be restricted based on a criteria. So only a specific user type can earn that specific certificate after completing the same course. We do offer badging. Ashley has a question about that. Badges can be added on many ways. The most common is to offer a badge after completing a course, or it could also be offered based on completing a few modules within a course, or say completing a series of course earns you a badge. So that would be well supported. And Danica just has a comment. Great presentation. Thank you, Danica.
Thank you. So I think that concludes our demo for today. I hope it was helpful for everyone. Just want to point out, as a special offer today, we'd like to give you an opportunity to experience MapleLMS for yourself with an exclusive free trial. You can go to our website to set up this 15-day free trial account. We'd also love to continue our conversation today about your professional development objectives and how MapleLMS can help you achieve those goals and be an asset to your organization and members. You can feel free to drop your business card in the platform, or please feel free to write to us at sales@MapleLMS.com.
Great. Thanks, Matt and David. Appreciate the time today. Great presentation. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you soon. That is about the end of our time for this session. We'll see everybody in about 10 minutes for our next session. And that will be with Thought Industries at 11:10. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank